Why high value men don't stick around, or why high value men cheat. Kind of similar concept, but this is the result of hypergamy, right? Actually, this is women's own fault for being hypergamous. On the one hand, you might say that, it's okay for a woman to be hypergamous, and many women argue this, that it's nature, it's natural, it's good. But my whole point, a lot of points that I make on my channel about hypergamy is that hypergamy, in its definition and its function, hypergamy is in and of itself not loyalty, right? So it's ironic how women want loyalty from a man who's high value when they chose that man because he's high value, right? Which is essentially not loyalty. So she's not loyal to any guy she's dated, right? This is called open hypergamy. Now, a woman might say, I never cheated on all my past boyfriends. Maybe not, but you probably monkey branched off of them onto a better guy. You probably dumped those guys because they were kind of broke, they didn't make that much money, they were kind of stagnant in life. I'm sure this happens to many guys and many women. This happens to many women. They leave a lot of guys for better guys because they just get bored. Why does a woman get bored? She gets bored when her dreams and what she wants aren't being met. The lifestyle that she wants is not being achieved. And I say this on my channel also. Women often live vicariously through men. Meaning they choose a guy who can offer her the lifestyle that she wants, right? This all goes back to men as utility, the concept of men as utility. What is a utility? A utility is kind of a tool. It's something that you use to create a certain desired effect. Usually utilities have to do with comfort. They have to do with making your life more comfortable and better. This is how women view men. They view men as utilities, and this plays into hypergamy. The irony is a lot of women and a lot of people just in general slap a label of love on a situation which is really just beneficial for her, right? If you break it down, this is nature, right? Why do men go and work? Why do we go get careers? Why are we so ambitious for advancement and improvement? On the one hand, it's for us, right? Yeah, we want a nicer house, we want nicer cars. It's good for us, it's good for our soul, right? On the one hand. On the other hand, we got this thing that Sigmund Freud, the great psychologist, called the sex drive, right? Well, sex drive is pretty, basic. Look up something called Briffault's Law, right? If there's a guy who's got a decent car, it's a nice Toyota or whatever, right? He's doing okay, he makes $40K a year. He's not a bum. He's paying bills, he's got his own place, he's got a mortgage, right? That's cool, right? Girls will be interested in, at least he's not unemployed, right? Well, you got another guy over here who's got a Mercedes, and he's got a house on the lake, right? And he doesn't even work because he owns a company. So he's got all kinds of free time, right? To go on vacation, fly jets, whatever. What is a girl going to be more attracted to? Is she going to be more attracted to that basic average 9-to-5 guy? Or is she going to be attracted to the guy who can fly her on vacation? She's going to be attracted to the guy who can fly her on vacation. This is nature, right? Look up Briffault's Law on Google. This is female nature. This is hypergamy, right? So when women get frustrated, and this is where women can't have their cake and eat it too. You can't have it both ways, ladies. You want a high value man. You aren't loyal to any of your past boyfriends. You're loyal for a while. You might not outright cheat on them, although many of you have. You might not outright cheat on them. But you're not loyal in the sense that you are practicing open hypergamy. What is open hypergamy? Open hypergamy is when a woman exercises her options. She might be with a guy, he's her main guy that she's dating, and she's got eyes elsewhere. She's looking elsewhere for a better looking guy or a better earning guy or a guy with more social status, right? These are the top three: looks, money, status. The top three things that women want, right? Looks, money, status. So someone inboxed me, or not inboxed me, someone put a message on one of my videos saying, you know, defending J-Lo, and I made a point that J-Lo couldn't keep a man. J-Lo can't keep a man to save her life, right? Well, what is the pattern that we see with J-Lo's dating life? She's dating these extremely high-profile guys. You got Ben Affleck, you got Mark Anthony, right? And then you had Alex Rodriguez, and there was two other ones that she was married to. I think one of them was a record producer, right? Which is what, you know, kind of a unkept secret or whatever, that these young, beautiful starlets, if they can actually sing, oftentimes they get into relationships with record producers because the record producers are the one, you know, kind of pimping them out, right? Well, she was married to some older guy, I think at some point, who was a record producer, and he's the guy who started her career, right? So, come on, the J-Lo, the woman, right? Not the singer, but J-Lo, the woman, is using men. She's exercising her open hypergamy, using men to get what she wants out of life. And a lot of times women think they can do this in relationships where love is involved. And what women do is they mix in that part of their nature that wants a guy as utility, that wants a guy to fulfill certain lifestyles for her, that wants a guy who will bring in a certain income to, again, fulfill her lifestyle desires, right? It will mix that in with the concept of love. They think they can have the best of both worlds, and a lot of times you can't. Most of the time, I believe you can't. I believe most relationships out there really aren't love-based because, again, women have hypergamy. And what is hypergamy? It's, if I find someone better, I'm going to jump on the next guy, right? So this is why men cheat on women. This is why guys leave women. They don't stick around. It's the same concept, right? If a guy is high value, it means he's wanted by other women, right? Many of us as men, we know what it's like not to be wanted by women, right? And some of us have experienced back and forth. We're not wanted by women because, oh, we don't have that much money. Oh, we don't have that much social status. Oh, we're not that good looking. Oh, we're overweight. Oh, we don't dress well. So what guys figure out how to do is, hey, I better lose some weight. Maybe I'll get plastic surgery. Maybe I'll make a lot of money. Maybe I'll hit the gym and get a better body. And then when we do this, all of a sudden we start to notice that girls are noticing us. Oh, okay, well, I made $10 million. Now all of a sudden I've got all these women interested in me. Oh, I became famous. Now I have social status. Now all of a sudden all these women are interested in me. So what does a guy do in that scenario? Hey, I'm going to exercise my options, right? Before, when I was a nobody, when I was Joe Blow on the street corner, no girl wanted me. I was just a nobody. Now all of a sudden my face is on the TV. Now all of a sudden I got these movies under my belt. Oh, now all of a sudden women want me. How interesting. So what am I going to do? I'm going to exercise my options. I'm going to sleep with all of them, right? So what did I want? You know, back then, I maybe wanted intimacy, I wanted sex. I couldn't get those things because women were withholding those things from me because women are the ones who put the value in those things, right? If women took the value off of sex and off of intimacy, I mean, you know, this is a whole nother conversation in and of itself, but I mean, probably the world would collapse because why would men need to go to work? Why would men need to have a career? Why would men... I mean, I think men would anyways, but it just would not be the same world, right? There is value and money in sex and intimacy. That's what motivates men. Go study Sigmund Freud, the sex drive, right? This is what motivates men to get out there and do something. They know that they have to make money to get a woman. This is, in essence, prostitution, right? Women are putting the price tag on their own sexuality and their own intimacy, okay? They're not hooking up with broke guys or ugly guys or guys with no social status. They're not marrying men with no money, right? So men learn this. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I go make money. Now I got money. Now I got my home. Now I got my cool car. Now I went to the gym. Now I got nicer clothes. Maybe got some plastic surgery, whatever.
Now all of a sudden women want me. But a lot of us, we remember what it was like when you didn't want us, right? We remember when you were rejecting us, when we were just Joe Blow at the club or the bar trying to hit on you and you didn't want us. So now that we got a couple movies under our belt, we got an album out, we got our name in the streets, or whatever, right? Now we got money, we've got these things that we know you want. Now what are we gonna do? You think we're gonna stick around? You think we're gonna not cheat on you? You think that we're gonna just love you and be loyal to you? This is where women get it twisted. They don't love us and they're not loyal to us, right? But then they get upset and mad when we're not loyal to them. But the thing is who is not loyal to you, ladies? Who is not loyal to you? It's the high value guy. The guy that you chose, the guy that you wanted. This is the catch-22. This is the irony. This is where this is the karma, right? You rejected all those guys who really wanted to love you and be your boyfriend and be your husband or whatever. When you were 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, all those prime years that you had ready, waiting for the right one to come along, or you should have been waiting for the right one to come along, but what were you doing? You were exercising your hypergamy. You were jumping from guy to guy, and you were sleeping around, right? And then you expect a high value guy to come along and wife you up. And what do you have to offer? Just used goods, used sex, right? We get sloppy 105ths or however many different men you've slept with by the time you're ready to settle down. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it, ladies? Right? And then you wonder, and then you get mad when guys cheat on you. It's like, why would we be loyal to you? You were never loyal to us. You weren't down for us living in that one-bedroom apartment when we were studying for a career, when we were taking our lumps, working our way up to boss or CEO or whatever. You weren't there, so why should you be there when we're winning? You see? Why would a man be loyal to you when all of a sudden he's on top? Doesn't make any sense. And a lot of guys, unfortunately, simp. And they think, oh, now that I've got the thing, now that I can go out and get the girl, blah, blah, and they think it's love. And these guys are deluded. Those guys, women look for those guys because they know, oh, this guy's, he's so weak and desperate that, yeah, now that he's got the house and the car, now he thinks I'm the prize and she thinks she's won, but really she's got a weak guy because he never worked on his character. He's not very smart. He might have went out and made money, but he's not masculine because a masculine man figures this shit out. A masculine man is red pills. Wait a minute. I remember how you treated me when I didn't have nothing. I remember how you treated me when I was the loser in high school. I remember how you treated me when I was, in college and I didn't have no money and I was just eating top ramen or whatever. I remember how you treated me. Now that I got the money, now that I got the fame, oh, now all of a sudden you want me? Now I hit the gym for 5 years and my body's on point. I'm muscular, right? Now you want to have sex with me, but before you didn't? Like, okay, I get it, right? Why would you be loyal to a woman like that, right? Women say, okay, well, why does this guy cheat on me? Because he can, because he has options, right? You think he really wants to love you? He wanted to love you. A lot of guys wanted to love you when you were 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, but you were too busy, off studying feminism. You were too busy working on your Pornhub, right? You were too busy, I gotta honk at this guy. Hold on a minute. This guy. What are you doing, man? Oh, man. Hey, buddy, you're not a car.
Anyway, all right, so, yeah, you get my point, man. Why do guys cheat? Because they can. Because they can exercise options. Right? They can exercise options. Guys who don't, guys who stick around, these guys usually, they don't have any other option. They're lucky to get the woman. And these are the guys, these are the beta bucks, the simps, right? It's a self-fulfilled prophecy. You brought your own karma on yourself, ladies, right? You brought your own karma on yourself, and men are waking up to it. What you should have done is you should have got married when you were 21, 22 to someone you loved. Instead, you went out and you exercised your hypergamy. Instead, you went out and you rode the cock carousel. So it's over at that point. So now all you can get really are either guys who are too dumb to learn about the red pill, right? Or guys who are simps and they're in scarcity mode and they got nothing better. So they're like, oh wow, yeah, now that I got the money in the house, now I can get the girl. And it's like, you're just buying a wife. You're buying a relationship. You're buying intimacy, and that will never be love, right? So women are like, oh, why won't a guy love me and be loyal to me? It's because you killed it. You had the opportunity. We don't want fair weather women, right? Oh, you're only my girlfriend. You only love me when I'm being successful. You only love me when I got the house and the mortgage, but when I'm down and out and I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment, studio apartment, you can't come live with me. You can't support me. Oh, because there's better options out there. You're right. Right? There is better options. But don't call that love. That's not love. You are not being loyal to one man that you love. You are looking for the winner. And then girls complain when the winner cheats. Well, he's the winner. That's why he's able to cheat. He's the high value. You think that it's all just roses and peaches, right? It's all just peaches and cream. Like you just could just ride the cock carousel, or jump on all the dicks and then just get the great guy for love, and it's all good. There's no consequences, and it's like you're fooling yourself. You're deluded, right? And this is part and parcel of a gynocentric society that says women can do no wrong and women have no accountability. Right? You can do whatever you want. You can go be a slut, go do Pornhub, go do OnlyFans, go do all this stuff, ride on the cock carousel, right? And then you can still have your treasure at the end of the rainbow, right? You can still have your little 2.5 kids and nice little residential home, right? But even if you got that, your relationship would lack love. It would lack essence, because you were emotionally bonded to all those other dudes you slept with before you met this guy. So what's attracting you to this guy? His money, his stability, his resources, his ability to raise kids. Those things aren't love, right? This is what happens when you jump from guy to guy, is you ruin that sanctity. You ruin that essence. This is why high value men exercise their options, because at a certain point we realize that, we understand, because we're smart. We understand female nature. You don't even have to listen to red pill content to understand female nature. You just go out and experience it. Right? So this is why men cheat. This is why men exercise. This is why men only sleep with women and then they don't ever call them back. They ghost you because you're not high value. That too. You're not high value. Well, why do men ghost women? Because you're not high value. We might sleep with you once or twice and then we don't call you anymore because we don't want to develop feelings for a woman who we know is just a skank, who we know is just sleeping around. And women want to actively fight against that truth. They want, oh, you're a misogynist for saying that. No, that's just the truth. This is why men will not get into a relationship with a woman with a bad character or a woman who's easy, because we realize, oh, if she's easy for me, she's probably easy for a bunch of other guys. And then women try to counter this by, oh, I'm not easy, and then they act like they're not easy. But we know, we could tell, we could see through that nice girl veneer, right? We could see through it. There's red flags. We could tell. Now, I know we live in an era and a time that is very much pro-sexuality. I get it, right? I get it, Oh, yeah, everyone has sex. Everyone, Yeah, there's a few things to say about that. One is that not everybody's sleeping around all the time. Not everybody is just being slutty, super slutty, right? On the other hand, actually, A lot of men know this, and they say, yeah, I don't want no parts of these modern women. I know they're sleeping around. I know they're going out clubbing and hooking up with guys. I know they're getting on Tinder and having rendezvous, right? Having discreet hookups. I know that. They're having affairs. Women are cheating. I don't want any part of any of these women. This is why men are walking away from marriage. These women aren't wholesome anymore. They're not pure. You can thank feminism for that. Thank radical feminism, second wave feminism, which removed social stigma and accountability for promiscuity. Sorry, ladies, you can't have it any which way you like it. You can't have it every way it doesn't work, right? It just doesn't work. Now, is there exceptions? Sure, but 50% of marriages fail. And I believe it's only like 20% of marriages that actually succeed. So of the 50% that actually make it past the 8-year mark, which is the average that marriages end in divorce, the average time that marriages end in divorce, 8 years or 9 years, something like that, right? Of those 50% that survive that, only 20% are actually even fulfilled and happy. So you do the math. What is that? 20% out of 50 is like, what's that? 10% out of 100? So 10 marriages out of 100 are actually successfully fulfilling and last? It's not great odds, man. Not great odds. Do you think maybe your past history, your past hoe facts has something to do with that? And you know, and women like to make the point, oh, guys are hoes too. No, we're not. We're not, though. We're not in the same way that women are. Guys take sex. This is true. Women say this, and I do agree with this. Guys take sex where they can get it, right? Guys do. Women know this, right? Men can only get sex when they get lucky. That's why they call it getting lucky. Whereas women can get sex anytime they want it. But, ladies, you got to remember, men, you know, see, there's this saying that, you know, a lot of women like to quote this. Women sleep with who they want. Men sleep with who they can. Remember that. Well, you got to remember, too, ladies, men marry who they want. Women marry who they can, right? You marry who you can, right? Men are the gatekeepers to long-term relationships. Women are the gatekeepers of sex, but men are the gatekeepers of long-term relationships. And many times, we don't want to date you. We don't want to be in a relationship with you because you're low value, right? You're low value. Just because you think you have sex, that doesn't make you high value. Just because you think that your power is in sex, that doesn't make you high value. No. You got it twisted. Men will fake relationships to get sex. That's very possible and probable. Men do that to keep you around. Yeah, I'll be your boyfriend. Sure. Yeah, I'll be your boyfriend, right? To keep you around for sex. Because sex is a commodity. And who's commoditizing it? Women. Who's putting a price tag on it? Women, not men. Men don't want to buy it. Men don't want to work for it. If it was free, it'd be a whole different story. Oh, sex? Yeah, that's nothing. But a relationship would be real. See, this is where women shoot themselves in the foot with their deception. Because women are hypergamous, they use sex to get what they want. They use sex to get that high-value man. But then they realize, oh, well, the high-value man's cheating on me. He won't actually settle down with me. Because he's a high-value man and he has other options. It's simple. Not only that, you're low value. What is it about you that the man doesn't want to love you? What is it about your character? What is it about your heart, your personality, your disposition, your attitude, right? You don't think these things matter? You don't think guys look at these things? Absolutely we do. Absolutely we do. She's got a bad attitude. She dresses like a hoe. She talks like a ghetto girl. I don't want to date this girl. She slept with me on the first date. That's a red flag. Oh, she's a single mom? Hell no. Right? Look at the way she gives me head. I could tell this girl gives a lot of head. I'm not into this. No. And girls have, like, instead of changing, instead of being more moral, instead of having better character, right? Girls will try to fake it
They'll try to be the nice girl. This is the succubus. This is the trap that you got to watch out for, guys. Right? The girl who's, the nice girl, and she's a closet hoe. Right? She's creeping around behind your back. Watch out for that girl. She's gaslighting you. She's love bombing you. She's doing all the things that she thinks you want, right? Being so nice, and she's like a chameleon. She's mirroring what she thinks you want in a woman, right? She's being very submissive, very accommodating. She'll probably even buy you dinner. You don't buy her dinner, she'll buy you dinner. That's a trap, right? Even the Bible warns against this. Beware of the woman whose words are like honey, right? She'll catch you. She'll ensnare you. Her mouth is like a snare because she's, go watch old movies. They have these women who are like temptresses. They don't do it so much anymore, but they've got these women who are like temptresses, and they use these flattering, sweet words to coax a man into, right? Women are adapting to learn how to do this. Don't fall for it, guys, right? Don't fall for it. Look for the red flags, But that's it. Anyway, I'm going to end it there, but there you go. That's why high-value men don't stick around. This is why men cheat, right? All you have to offer is sex. All you have to offer is intimacy. You don't really love me. Because if you did, you'd love me when I was nothing. You'd love me when I was a nobody, when I was 22 and I didn't have no prospects. When I was living at home with mom still, right? When I was living in my mom's basement. Women like to throw that out there, right? Oh, look at you, you're such a loser. You're an incel. Oh, you live at home with mom. Like, every time a woman does that, it just proves and solidifies more and more that this is how women are. This is how vicious and ruthless women are. Oh, you can't love me when I'm living with my mom? You can't love me when I'm broke and I got no prospects? So then tell me again about loyalty. Tell me again how men should be loyal to you, ladies. Right? Think about it. That's karma. Right? Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Appreciate you guys listening to Jay Lee Northwest Podcast. Peace.